I'm Arielle Loewen. I currently live in Midland, Texas, but I grew up kind of all over. I went to Lee High School and then I went to Hardin-Simmons for college, came back here to Midland, Texas. This is now home. I currently hold the title for the fittest American woman, and I got third place this past year at the CrossFit Games. High school, I ran track and did cheerleading, and after high school, I was so used to being in the weight room, working out, having coaches telling me what to do. Once high school was over, I needed to find something just to keep doing to stay healthy and exercising because I enjoyed exercising. And I was working at a cheer gym in town, and my boss told me about CrossFit. I went and tried my first CrossFit class here in Midland called CrossFit Midland, and I just fell in love. From 2012 to 2014 were my 2 years of learning all the fundamentals of CrossFit. And my first big CrossFit competition was in 2014. And from 2014 to 2018, 5 years in a row, I made it to what was called, I think, regionals back at the time. And regionals was, if you got top 5 at regionals, you made it to the CrossFit Games, which was always the goal. But from 2014 to 2018, I went to regionals, but would always fall short. Maybe I got 10th one year, 7th one year, 6th. So just a repeating cycle of training hard. My identity's in CrossFit. Oh, I fell short again. Let's try again next year. And just fell in love with competing, but never was quite good enough to make it to the next stage, which was the CrossFit Games. It was really hard because I pictured my life as like a beautiful tree. One of my roots was CrossFit. So in every year when I wouldn't qualify for the games, it was like a root of my tree would be ripped out. I'd have to repair it, start back over. And I realize now, because I do have more faith and I feel like I'm a stronger believer, back then, CrossFit was way too important in my life. So each year when I didn't make it, it was detrimental and I had to start over, try again. But in 2018, I was graduating from college. I had aspirations of being a CrossFit Games athlete, but didn't qualify at the Games 2018. And then I get back, I graduate from Hardin-Simmons with my master's, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna be a business professional since CrossFit didn't work out. And then a month later, I find out I'm pregnant, and every root that was in my tree just got ripped out, and literally my tree was on the floor. I grew up in an amazing Christian household. Like most people, we went to church every Sunday, we went to Awanas every Wednesday, and we were in the church. I went to high school, still went to church, I went to a Christian college, but all I had known of Jesus was sitting and hearing what the pastor told me. Sitting, hearing what my professor at a Christian college had told me. Nothing about it was personal, and nothing about it was what I turned to for help in a time of need, or what I turned to when things were going wrong. So when something as detrimental as my whole identity was ripped out, I didn't think to look to God as like, you're awesome. I looked to him as like, it's your fault I'm pregnant, and it's your fault I didn't go to the games. I didn't have this relationship with him, which is like what he wants from us. I was depressed. I was in a very dark state of my life, but the one thing I loved was CrossFit. So even in that dark state, I would still show up every day to the CrossFit noon class in Abilene. And wouldn't you know it, I have a lot of shame, I have a lot of guilt. I kind of was angry at God because, oh my God, I'm supposed to be a business professional, be a CrossFit athlete, be this, be this. None of them are happening. What do I do? But I still showed up to the gym every day, and the girl at the CrossFit class was dropping in from Hawaii. Her name was Madison. Never seen her before, but after a CrossFit class, we're all sweaty and it's just me and her in the gym. She says, Ariel, God gave me a dream about you. Can I tell you? Ever since that encounter, my life has been changed. My identity has been different because God showed up for me when I was in my deepest, darkest place, the most embarrassing thing I thought that could happen. And he showed that his love is enough. He's redeemed it. So ever since that moment, My CrossFit journey has changed. And I've actually gotten stronger.
This is her third consecutive individual games appearance.
But it's because God is in it now. Before it was just me as an athlete in the gym performing at my best. Now it's God saying, like, you're on my team. Now I'll show you what you can do on my team.
Arielle Loewen is joining us from her hometown of Midland, Texas. She finished third place at the North America West semifinal, and she had 4 top 5 finishes this year. And she's a mom, ladies and gentlemen.